All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the rookie out of Georgia, Sonny Michel. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Keep it quiet.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. They'll run it here. This is James White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go! Regular. Wait!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is when we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Dante Hightower on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Wait!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Dorsett holds it in. And they'll get him down up past the 15. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go!
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Brady now on 1st down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Michel. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Gostkowski the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they let him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Rodgers now on third and goal. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Crosby puts it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's got some space here. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Here we go. Ready? Let's go! Four down.
On second down, here's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montravius Adams in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Hey, Bolt 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, 626.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Rodgers now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Rodgers again now. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And Crosby puts it through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Here's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Rodgers now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, 319.
Now Rodgers on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
319.
Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Rodgers now going to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Michel. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Alabama.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. Gronkowski's going to go. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass.
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Caught by Montgomery. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
319.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Rivers in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, Alabama. Go! Here we go. Go!
On 1st down, Brady. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now White. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going deep for Montgomery. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's the backup Kaiser. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. That escapes the sack. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Gostkowski for the point after. extra point, good by Gostkowski. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second down, Kaiser. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kaiser now. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 43 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the ground, Michel. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Brady to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On third down, Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Back to throw. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. The 40, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Wait, 20! Shadow!
Brady going to look to throw to the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Brady now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Michel. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And it's Michel once again. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. It's caught outright by Graham. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Now it's Patterson. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I'd take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can move.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 30. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A give. This is Michel. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. First throw of overtime for Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And fights through 1 man. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, Alabama.
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance.